All right. Well, thank you all for joining today. And Emily, I will turn it over to you.
Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Nelson. I am with Mental Health and Addiction Association of Oregon. I am the training center manager, so I oversee our optic department and our peer wellness specialist training. And I am a person with lived experience, mental health, substance use, long-term recovery, and super excited to present our training to you all. All right. And Tanya, I have Tanya with me as well. Tanya, did you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Tanya Jones. I'm the Deputy Director of Operations at Mental Health and Addiction Associations of Oregon. I'm also a person with lived experience, and I really love to do this work. And I'm grateful to be here, and I'm grateful that you all have decided to join us today. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you. All right. So I'm going to share my screen here. And
Does Amy want to introduce herself? Maybe Amy?
Me?
Yes, you. Yes.
Sure, I could do that real fast. My name's Amy Oakley. I'm a colleague of Brent Baylogs. I work at Clackamas Workforce Partnership. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm glad to be here today.
thank you. All right. So I've put together just a few slides for you all, talking a little bit about MHAAO and kind of what we do, and also talking about our training and scholarship opportunities, and the various trainings that we offer. So MHAAO, helping real people with real stuff. So the first thing that I will start with is our mission at MHAAO. And Mental Health and Addiction Association of Oregon is an inclusive, peer-run organization dedicated to... What happened? There we go. Apologies. Peer-run organization dedicated to self-direction, honoring the voice of lived experience. I have been with MHAAO for just about 5 years. I think I was employee 34 when I started, and we have grown significantly in the last 5 years. And I believe that we have close to 200, 180-ish staff members. And so we have grown significantly. And just to share a little bit about our vision at MHAAO. So MHAAO is committed to promoting self-directed recovery and wellness for all individuals. We honor lived experiences. We support people wherever they are on their journey, free from judgment or agenda. We support these aims through education, advocacy, recovery, peer services, training, technical assistance, community collaboration, and through developing peer workforce and leadership. So we provide peer support and supporting people navigating their recovery journey, whatever that looks like for them. We have various programs from outreach and hospital settings and positions and or programs that are around technical assistance and also training. So let me see. All right, and looking a little bit about MHAAO's core values. So we at MHAAO believe that all individuals who experience, what? My mouse is deciding it just wants to keep clicking. But we at MHAAO believe that all individuals who experience mental health and or addiction challenges can recover, and that recovery, its journey and process, is unique to the individual. We believe that recipients of our services have the right and the ability to make decisions for themselves about what supports they would prefer to receive and the directions that they wish to explore. Again, recovery and whatever that looks like for them. We believe that the role of the peer support specialist or peer wellness specialist is not infringed on the choices made by the individual, but to offer support towards mutually agreed upon goals and offer feedback or possible options and resources as requested by the individual. We at MHAAO believe in social justice and realize that equity work is critical to the continued success of our organization and the communities that we serve. We commit to understanding what equity is and acknowledging that not all people have the same starting point. We commit to staying engaged in the issue of equity when we misstep, offering the necessary repair work. All right, so that is a little bit about MHAAO and kind of what we do. Tanya, I didn't know if you wanted to add anything before I go into talking about the training.
I just want to add some of the work or some, just to add to what you've already touched on, is that we also have a peer conference that we do every year. It's Peer Apocalypse, right? And it's an opportunity to connect with other individuals that are doing this work, whether they are a CRM, a peer support. A CRM is a certified recovery mentor, a peer support specialist, or a peer wellness specialist, or, you know, haven't even, you know, maybe thinking about going into the field. It's an opportunity to come, you know, and learn, learn new things, different tools, see what other people are doing, you know, across the United States, because we have people that come from the East Coast, the Midwest, from all over, Hawaii. Like, you know, it's just it's a huge opportunity to get CEUs for recertification and to meet new people. We're doing our next Peer Apocalypse May 6th through the 9th, 2024. Our scholarship opportunities will go live January either 2nd or 3rd. 2nd, thank you. January 2nd. So look for them and please apply. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. We go to Seaside and hopefully we have some good weather. Just saying. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya. All right. So there we go. So OPTIC is Oregon Peer Training and Innovation Center, and that is the program. It's like when I let go of my mouse, it just decides it wants to go to the next slide. So Oregon Peer Training and Innovation Center is a training hub specific to professional development of peers across the nation. Examples of our offerings include Oregon State peer support, peer wellness trainings, which I'll talk about in just a moment. Also CEUs and online learning. So kind of all things training under the OPTIC umbrella. All right, so the peer wellness specialist training. So the role of the peer wellness specialist is to, I didn't even touch it.
It's the AI takeover.
It must be. It must be. So the role of the peer wellness specialist is to provide peer support, encouragement, and assistance to address physical and mental health needs. Couple of things I want to mention. is talking a little bit about lived experience. So I know I mentioned that I am a person with lived experience. One of the unique things about being a peer is that we have experienced our own struggles. Could be mental health, could be substance use, could be houselessness, could be all kinds of things, and navigating our own recovery. And we have the unique role of we've been there, done that, right? And that we can support others and hold that hope and let folks know that recovery is possible, and that we're in their corner, right? And we can support them without telling them what to do. And really validating and acknowledging their recovery path, whatever that looks like for them. And so being a peer wellness specialist, it doesn't require a diagnosis. I really want to acknowledge that for a really long time, there were thoughts that in order for someone to have lived experience, that they had to have a diagnosis. And in fact, there's many reasons why individuals do not pursue a diagnosis. And so just acknowledging that the lived experience does not have to have a diagnosis attached to it. It is personal lived experience, self-identified. Yeah, Tanya.
I just want to add to that because so many people, when we talk about lived experience, they have to have experienced themselves. It could be that you have supported someone in your family or a friend. That's peer. You're doing peer support. You don't have to have that lived experience, but also what qualifies you is if you supported someone else to be able to do this work. That's what I need to say. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Tanya. All right. So our training, specifically our peer wellness training, is an 80-hour training course that is both online and in person. And it is dual approved. So what that looks like is we are approved through the state of Oregon Health Authority as a peer wellness specialist, adult addictions, and adult mental health training course. So that is the one approval that we all have. We are also an approved training program for MACBO, the Mental Health and Addiction Certification Board of Oregon. And the certification through them is a certified recovery mentor, which is specifically to lived experience with substance use or addictions. And if an individual takes our training and already has their certified recovery mentor certification, our training course does qualify them to get their CRM2, which is more nationally recognized. So they use the IC and RC sort of national guidelines around that particular certification itself. So by taking our 180-hour training, an individual could have multiple certifications by the end of it. All right. So Tanya, actually I can do it. So I am gonna put the, oh, I don't want to open the link.
I've already put the link to our.
Oh, thank you.
I got you.
Thank you. So you can find more about our training and or the training schedule, as well as the application on our website, which is the link that is provided. You can also reach out to me with any questions, things like that. And also, there was one other thing. Oh, we do work with WorkSource. We have lots of folks that WorkSource helps with that career pathway employment. And so helping with tuition is something that some of our peers have greatly been appreciative of with WorkSource. So,
Question, can everybody see me post those links? Okay.
all right, so
I posted the link for our scholarship. We do have scholarship opportunities, which Emily will talk about in a minute. I do apologize. I did assume. Sorry, my bad.
you're okay. Literally, I didn't even touch it. All right, so we have multiple trainings. So we have our regular PWS training, but we also have culturally specific trainings that we offer. So we do have a Black and Afrocentric PWS training that is facilitated by individuals from the community. That is something that we have scholarships for as well. And it is specifically to the Black and African American community and doing this work. We also partner with Northwest Institute of Latino, who have our Latinx PWS training in Spanish. So it has been translated as well as enculturated for Spanish-speaking individuals of the Latinx community. And so we have scholarships available for that as well. And that is hosted by individuals from Northwest Institute of Latino or NUEL. And we do have scholarships available. So what some of the scholarships, or most of the scholarships, what most of the scholarships include, they do cover the cost of tuition. And there are also some possible funds to support with reducing barriers for individuals to participate in the training. And so that can look very different from person to person. And so in our scholarship application, it does, there is a section in there that asks, if there are barriers that we could support in reducing for your participation in the training itself. That could be things like a Chromebook or bus pass, or, supporting with, transportation, possibly employment support afterwards, trying to navigate open positions, or, things like that as well. And so there are lots of scholarships available. And yeah, I just encourage anyone that is interested in sort of looking into this career path, please check out, the application for the scholarship, as well as our website, and also Peerpocalypse. Definitely a great opportunity, like Tanya said, to, if you're just starting out in the field, being able to connect with other peers and other individuals who do this work, it can be, it's an amazing experience. So, and that is what I've got. Did you want to add anything else, Tanya, that I missed?
I just really, what happened? Oh, there we
I
go.
just stopped sharing my screen, sorry.
I clicked something else on my screen. So I just really want to reiterate that, well, no, I'm just going to say it this way. So when I talk to people and they're like, you know, I want to apply for one of the positions, and they go, but I've never done that before. We do it every single day. We do it every single day. You do it with the person that you speak to on the street corner on your way to work, a person in line at the store. And how do you do it? With a smile, with a, you know, just by speaking to that individual, right? And that goes, that may change the course of their day. We do it every day. We've been doing peer support before it's probably even put here on this earth, right? And basically the way that I describe it is just being a friend to someone, right? And you get paid for it. Now you get paid for it. You get paid to be this friend to this other individual, to support their needs the way that they want to be supported. And so, you know, I know that right now a lot of agencies, service providers are struggling to fill positions. What I also would like to say is that peer support is growing. It's growing. It's really in demand right now. It's a great opportunity for professional growth as well. I started off as a peer support specialist. I decided to do something different. You don't have to. And now I'm back in a different role. But if I hadn't have gotten my certification before I got my education, I don't believe that I would have made it as far as I have. I utilize my peer support certification more so than I do my education when doing this work. And so I'm just hoping that the word gets spread. I hope to see, you know, some of you guys that are on here apply if you're not already certified to take our training. And also at Peerpocalypse, like, it's gonna be the place to be at. I'm just saying, we're gonna make it happen. That's it. And I just appreciate Brent and Amy for, you know, this platform for us to be able to come and to present, you know, on our offerings. Yeah, and we do have open positions available. Brent, I don't know if it's okay if I say this. Well, it's WorkSource. So we will be at a job fair tomorrow at the Southeast Works. We're doing one tomorrow. So if you guys want to stop by, if you can, you know, more will be revealed there and you can get more information. So
Yeah.
Thank you.
On that, Tanya, too, MHAO will be back in January for an employer spotlight, which will be specific to their internal hiring needs. But I did, and I know others may have questions. I did want to ask briefly, Emily and Tanya, as you kind of just mentioned, Tanya, it's sort of like a job seekers market in this industry right now. If you have the credentials, you can probably get a job pretty easily. But are there ways that you all work with folks to find employment opportunities or to like navigate that process? Is it through WorkSource?
Mm-hmm. Yes. So we so if we have individuals who are interested in the training and things like that, we do work closely with WorkSource to share about, you know, the services and supports that, you know, you all provide or can provide for folks, especially for job seekers and things like that. And also during the training itself, we support folks in looking kind of the whole class as a cohort. We have various employers that'll come in if they have open positions to kind of talk about their organization, their programs, kind of the positions that they're looking to fill. in our PWS training. So it's really collaborative with other community partners as well for job seekers, and an opportunity to ask those questions, right? Like, what would be your ideal candidate, for this particular program? Or we also share kind of where they can find open positions, some of the go-to spots of where jobs are listed, and really encouraging folks to also check out the job descriptions, and really looking into what is the population that's being served with that particular program. Because every program is going to be so different, and they're really finding what they're passionate about. And if it's outreach and supporting houseless individuals, checking out those job descriptions, what does that look like? Encouraging folks to do informational interviews with various programs or various organizations, so that people are able to get kind of an idea of what the various programs entail and kind of what those jobs look like. Oh, you're muted.
I was just gonna say thank you for sharing more about that. I don't
Yeah.
know if there are any other questions or comments. Wanted to open that up. I tend to have many, so bite my tongue for now.
Shoot. My apologies. I'm sorry. Someone was asking me a question. I do apologize. Were you asking me a straight question? I'm sorry.
No, Tanya, no worries.
Oh, Jesus.
We just opened it up to if other folks have questions or comments, and I don't know, it doesn't look like anybody does, but I'm wondering, Emily and Tanya, if we can, when sending out a copy of your presentation and this recorded link, share your contact information if folks, both those who were able to join today, and I know we had others register who did not make it, as well as some other people who did not register or attend, but still might like to learn more. If we can share that information out, that would be great. Oh, and it looks like Christine asked in the chat, are there opportunities for young adults or teens to do the training?
So not through our particular organization. So the peer wellness specialist certification is for 18 and older. We have had folks take the training, and I believe they had turned 18 a couple of days into training. But there is another organization that actually oversees and provides the youth and young adult peer training, and that is Youth Era. So they provide the youth and young adult peer support training, which is specific, I believe, 14 to 24, 16. Apologies, I don't have that. The sort of age range.
Usually when they're talking about young adults, it's 18 to 24.
And youth starts at 14, I believe. Yeah. So that is through Youth Era.
Emily, can you put that in the chat, please? So people
Yes.
can. Okay, thank you.
Let me get their website.
So Britt, do you have my contact information, my email and phone number?
I
Okay.
do. Yep.
Okay.
So I was gonna say, if there are no other questions after Emily posts that in the chat, we will send out a copy of this recording, which you all are welcome to share with folks that you're connected to. And we'll be putting it on CWP's YouTube channel. So that's the link I'll be sending, and it will be available there until we decide it shouldn't be anymore, or the AI takeover takes place and they come for you again, Emily.
Yep.
We'll also include a copy of Emily's presentation that you're welcome to look through again. And then, of course, we'll link to MHAAO's website because I know there's details about the training and certifications there, as well as a few downloadable PDFs and flyers that folks might want to get their eyes on. All right.
Thank
well,
you so much.
Oh, Emily, Tanya, thank you both so much for joining us today and sharing more about these training opportunities. I know Emily also presented last month to a group of folks, and there's a lot of excitement around these opportunities, and hope that people will be able to take advantage of them.
Thank you, Brent, for having us.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for presenting. Thank you all for coming. Again, we will be doing an employer spotlight this Friday with the Clackamas Education Service District, as well as an employer spotlight next month on MHAAO, and then also have some other employers booked out until March or April. So feel free to, again, check out that monthly workshop calendar for updated information on program and employer spotlights, and hope to see you all again soon at one of those events, or perhaps hear about you enrolling in an MHAAO training.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take care. Enjoy the end of 2023.
All right. Same to you. Thank you, Brent. Bye-bye.
All right.